back last session. That's a good thing. Can't have a frozen Theodore. Following the clues left by the Codicil of White and by Villain's orb, that's a talking orb, which you haven't done much of, you found your way to the Caves of Hunger, which apparently is where you'll find the lost city of Yithrin. You made a deal with Garrosh and his tribe, and they eventually let you through despite warning you about the prophecies about dooms of the world and you coming back not being quite yourself, and possibly, rather strangely and rather scarily, their prophecies also foretold of a creature called a Tarrasque. And from what you know of a Tarrasque, very, very, very powerful, far beyond the abilities of any one of you, even 10 of you grouped together, so 60 people attacking it, it would be a mismatch. These things have been known to destroy cities, destroyed continents, this with an unending rage. So that would be bad news. But you made a deal that if you came back and you weren't yourself, the Garrosh and his tribe, the Elk tribe and the Tiger tribe, in fact, would attack you upon exiting. So we'll see how that plays out. But for now, you're right on the outskirts of the Caves of Hunger, and the icy glacier is cracked behind this waterfall, and you're managing to enter it. Now, the first thing I need to know is this place is completely dark. There is no natural light inside of this cave that you can see. So how are you guys going to see in the darkness?
Well, I could light up my staff with the light cantrip like before, but we could go stealthily with. You have dark vision spell, Ogun?
Yeah, I have some dark vision I can use.
Depends if we want to use that or yeah.
Destiny doesn't have it, so she would, I guess, cast light on one of the pebbles again and hold it in her arm, just so she can cover it in case she needs to.
Yeah.
What's the bright light distance? What's the radius of the light spell you're casting, Destiny? Is it 30?
20.
20. Okay. Okay. And are you casting dark vision as well, Ogun?
Who needs dark vision in the group? I have three slots.
Just me if Destiny is using the pebble with lights, I think.
Okay. But do Destiny and Theodore have dark vision naturally?
No, I think only Theodore does.
Okay. I can cast dark vision on Stallo, Destiny, and myself. Then I've used all my second level slots, but I don't really have anything else to use it on except find traps.
I mean, if you don't have anything else, I guess that would be fine, but we can also wait and use light for the beginning and then cast dark vision if we see that it's necessary.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cast a dark vision on myself anyway, and you guys can just tell me if you need it later.
Oh yeah.
Or if you want it at once, that's fine as well.
Yeah. I'll say if I need. And I'm gonna cast Password and Trace.
Okay. So that's not Stella. Oops. But keep in mind that it's a radius of 30 feet. So I'm going to put a little aura on Stello of 30 feet. So you'll only get to pass without a trace if you're within that range.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Destiny holding up a pebble with a little light cantrip on it. Ogun with dark vision. Stello not doing anything but relying on the light that Destiny's holding. And
Yeah.
Theodore naturally has dark vision, right?
Yes.
I guess, does Windfall have dark vision? Let's have a look.
Yeah, owls do.
Dark vision 120. Okay, I'll put that on Windfall. Okay. And
It's kind of weird cats and they don't have.
Does Snuggles have night vision?
Snuggles has 60 feet dark vision, yes.
Okay. I'm going to just turn off the night vision for Snuggles, though, and I'll let you know if Snuggles sees something. We'll do it that way, otherwise it's kind of cheating. But, okay, so... it's at the moment you're just seeing... Well, let's drag you over to the map. So you should be able to at least see something. Might be on dark vision, it might be on this light emitting from Destiny, but let me know if you can't see anything. But yes, you see the caves of hunger before you. Well, this is what we have been searching for, my friends. Maybe it is time we stop mucking around and start exploring these caverns.
Let's be on guard, though. It seems dangerous.
Of course, of course. And this is Professor Scant. This is Velen's orb. Well, yes, this is the lost city of the Etheries. No doubt, I'm quite an expert on these matters, so any interesting features, anything of note that I can help you with, I'll be sure to pipe up and help out as best I can.
These are just some caves, Mr. Professor.
But what's inside the caves is most interesting. I mean, this is what me and Velen have been searching for so long. This is indeed the entrance to, maybe it's we suspect it's a crashed city of the Netheries. This is the site of where one of their great cities crashed down. So I suspect what we see inside will be a city of some sort, but crashed and destroyed. But there's only one way to find out. And Valen says, yes, the professor is right. So what is the plan, Stella? You suggested caution. Are we to
We should be... Yes, we should be... Move stealthily and try to look out for pitfalls and the like.
Okay, well, it sounds like everybody needs to make me a stealth check then. With your plus 10 with pass without a trace.
I'm going to guide... No, I can't guide myself.
I can guide. Theodore can now guide you. And
Okay, so the worst so far is 17. Snuggles and Windfall there's Snuggles, 14. Interesting.
wait, I have a lot of character sheets.
Problem. Yeah, welcome to my world.
I know.
Okay, so 14 is the worst from Snuggles.
Yeah, plus Destiny.
14 and 16. Okay.
Should we let Windfall go ahead of us a bit? Just enough to stay within Stella's reach.
I think that's a good idea.
Make the color a bit more obvious. There we go. It's a bit garish, but there we go. The villain sneaks forward.
Is this like a stream or is it frozen? Is it
Frozen.
solid?
This is in fact where the waterfall was falling. So the waterfall's opened up. There's a passageway through, which is how you're getting in there. So Windfall is effectively behind where the waterfall would have been at the moment. Sticks forward.
Windfall lets. I assume these are webs, cobwebs that it sees.
More like icicles.
Icicle. Okay.
Frozen things. They're not webs.
He'll just report if he sees anything.
So
Just
Theodore is functionally
more eyes.
blind at the moment. And she sees, well, pretty much what she's on top of. There's some type of vessel, a coach of some sort, crashed here on the ground.
Oh, by the way, did we let Shrubby stay behind with Garrosh and the tribes?
Did you?
Yes.
We could.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he knows Garrosh, so yeah.
So Shrubby's with Garrosh, okay?
Destiny will say, let Windfall just look around for a few seconds. It's at a crossroads. Is this like a broken pillar or something similar?
I don't
To
see where
the
you're
southeast. To the south.
pointing. That is... it appears to be some type of stone tower that's crashed through the ceiling a long time ago.
Okay. And it also sees this one to the northeast.
Yeah, you see, it hasn't noticed Windfall flying around, but you see these things floating around in the air, kind of muttering to themselves, but Windfall cannot understand what they're saying.
Okay. Destiny will say there's some skulls floating around, sheeted in fire. Looks scary.
Strange.
So
How many?
if Destiny looks through Windfall's eyes, can she make any kind of check as to what these are?
Make an Arcana or a History check. It's up to you.
And Destiny, as for Stella's question, Windfall can only see one for now. Arcana or History?
Yep, your choice. So an Arcana...
No, I won't use. No, I won't use Lucky on this one.
You've read in your studies, Destiny, shall we say, you've heard about these things. You know there's some intelligence behind them. They're not just mindless creations. They're actually reasonably intelligent. And that's all you know.
Okay. Would I happen to know what language they speak? If I... Okay. And I'll report to the others. They are somewhat intelligent, so maybe we can speak with them. I don't know what language they speak, though. So be careful. Stealth is advisable.
Yeah. They seem to be undead.
Floating skulls, I would assume, are. Theodore says, Waylon, are you coming?
Velen says the DM was just refreshing his screen, but yes, I'm with you. There's much of interest in this cave.
we try to avoid them for now.
Just be careful not to attract attention. Which way do you want to go? I'll send Windfall to the first shaft on the right, I guess. Just scout it out, see if there's anything there.
Looks pretty empty.
Yeah, nothing much of note that Windfall can see there.
Okay, that one's clear. At least it looks clear. Stella.
Yes.
So Windfall can stay hidden.
Oh, yeah.
The professor says, this says very quietly, says, yes, this is no ordinary vessel. This is a nethery sky coach. I've always wanted to ride on one of these. It's such a pity it is no longer in one piece. It is a most delightful way to travel.
A sky coach.
Yeah, so it's like a flying vessel, and it's cracked, and there's little pieces of it that are still haven't been destroyed. So there's a wreckage of a boat here. You can search around the wreckage if you like.
Don't make too much noise. By the way, Windfall sees like a big lizard in the southern room.
Kind of like a basilisk or...
It's wearing a loincloth, so I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excuse me. And what Windfall actually notices in that room, it looks kind of like a kobold, which you've seen before, but it's very emaciated. It's very thin, and it's got long fangs, longer than even a normal kobold would have, and its eyes are glowing red. It's kind of just moving around the cavern, hissing at various things. Nothing that comes across as a language, but it's hissing and kind of looking around this cavern. In fact, as it's looking, what was Windfall's
31.
31 was okay, yeah. It looks around and it looks in Windfall's direction and starts continuing to look around this cave. But it did not notice Windfall with its 31. Her 31 stuff.
Destiny says that the Destiny would probably know a kobold.
Yeah, you've come across kobolds before, but as I said, this is very thin, has longer fangs than usual, and has glowing red eyes. You've never seen one with glowing red eyes or fangs this long.
That's exactly what she'll tell the others. She's never seen a kobold with glowing red eyes, so something strange is happening there. But there doesn't seem to be anyone or anything else in there, so if we want to proceed...
Oh, wait 1 minute, says Professor Orb. Hey, I think I know what those things are. Red eyes and long fangs, you said?
Yes.
Well, this happens to be my area of expertise. I believe what you'll come across is something... Let me just say there's a vampire around here somewhere. And vampires are, of course, very, very dangerous. But this thing is not the vampire itself. This is something that is called a vampire spawn. Not terribly dangerous by themselves. But if they gather together in great numbers, we could be in trouble. Now, what I also know about the vampire is, much like the vampires themselves, they can heal. So if you damage them, the very wounds that you've cut across their body will form together and their wounds will knit and heal. And the only way to stop this from doing this is 2 methods. One is radiant damage, some type of holy damage will stop this regeneration. And holy water as well. The idea would be to splash it with holy water or damage it with divine magic of the radiant type.
The light of the stars blesses my bow. That would probably work.
Yes, anything radiant would be good. And needless to say, it does not like running water. Unfortunately, that will not be to our advantage here because I doubt very much we'll be coming across any running water here. And, of course, sunlight as well. Once again, not a problem given our current climate. And also, if we could incapacitate it at some stage and drive a wooden stake through its heart, that will die. As I said, we could probably, just with the radiant damage and a splash or 2 of holy water, we could take this down. Then my suspicions are correct, and there is a vampire here. Pretty much the same things applies. Radiant damage, holy water, stake through the heart while we hold it down. I told you I'm a very expert on vampires. It's my area of speciality, shall we say.
Well, is anyone capable of doing radiant damage? Or has any holy water?
I can do radiant damage, yes.
Oh, perfect. I have a radiant short bow, but ironically, it doesn't do radiant damage. Just emits light if I want it. Shall we go face the vampire or search further?
We have a stake.
Oh, we have plenty of stakes, or at least we can make them. So, shall we clear that room at least?
Yes.
Maybe, so we don't get attacked from the rear if we need to face that flaming skull up there.
I am going to have everybody please make me another stealth check as you're sitting together in an open cavern having a conversation. So have another stealth check from everyone, please. So 32, 22, 17. Berlin. 20. So 17 is the worst so far. And I think it's just Snuggles now. So the worst was 17. Okay.
Theodore still has to roll. Just a sec.
Okay, sure. Okay.
I'll give myself a flash of genius and to add 5 to that.
So 21. Okay. So as you're having this conversation, it's a little bit disconcerting as you speak. Even in the whispers, you hear your whispers bouncing off the caverns around here. So, and even when you slip, Theodore slips a little bit before he gets a flash of genius and voice the worst of his four. A little pebble goes, and the pebble makes a lot louder sound what makes a normal sound, but it kind of echoes around the cavern like.
Destiny will prepare her sling and arm it with the glowing pebble so she can shoot it into the cave and then have her hands free for other stuff.
So where's the pebble, sorry?
Right now it's still on her, but she can launch it into the room to brighten it up, I guess, to light it up. And then she won't need to hold it anymore.
Okay.
Who's going first? Should we send Snuggles? If it's a vampire, I doubt Snuggles will be bitten. It's iron.
Mhm.
I see you. Destiny, you're holding a glowing pebble. Very hard to stealth while you're holding a glowing pebble made of light in the darkness. I see you.
What language are they using?
Actually, I assume it was common. Yes, it's common. I see you. You are not of the Netherese. Why do you...
I guess Theodore will step closer and say, "We see you as well, and we mean you no harm."
You're very interested in our sacred cities, Harmona. I smell the filth on you. It's best that you leave. You are no Netherese.
We are not, and we apologize for intruding.
So
However,
leave.
we wish we could, but there's a winter storm out there, and it's kind of enveloped our whole land. We're trying to
It's
stop.
not my concern or my interest. You need to leave. Then you hear an echo from behind it, and another one of these things floats out. And they're almost speaking in Harmison at the moment. It's quite unsettling. You need to leave. We are the Netherese. This is our home. Leave now.
Is there any way we could convince you to let us explore here peacefully? Can we do something for you in return?
What could you possibly offer me? Do you have the power of the gods?
Some of them. I mean, I am a cleric.
Partially. Do not joke to me about your pathetic divine magic. I am talking about the arcane.
Oh, I
Turning
have
into
plenty
and
of...
challenge the gods itself, not of your divine magic.
Funny you should mention it. As an artificer, I dabble in arcane as well.
Artificers, you make pathetic devices. You be shit tapping into the power of Mithra herself.
Oh,
Once again, I shall not repeat my request. And this guy says, I shall not repeat my request. And another one flies out. I shall too not repeat my request. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
He seems to call for some sort of magician or master of the arcane. Is that something you can talk about?
I guess I can try. And I guess Destiny will step up and say, I am somewhat master of the arcane. May I help you in a way?
Give us an example of your power.
Of course. Should it be a flashy example or just any example?
Show me your best. Your best. Your best.
Of course. I cast... I'll cast Fire Shield on myself as my 4th level spell, and I'll get protection from fire for myself, since they're flaming skulls.
Can you bring up that spell for me, please?
It's evocation, so it's arcane. It's defensive, but it's 4th level, so it's pretty high.
And you're resistant to
fire.
To fire, so you can choose, right? Cold or fire. You've chosen
cold or fire, yeah.
And if a creature within 5 foot, okay. It is mighty impressive. It is. You are not. Let me just get something. Just a second. It is mighty impressive. Do you worship the great Mystra?
I respect her and things she did for this world. I would be a very different person without her. I can't say I actively worship her, but she's in my good graces.
You look too short to be a Netherese. Are you Netherese?
I am a halfling, actually. I'm too young to be a member of the Netherese. I think that is an old nation, as far as I can remember.
Your spell is mighty impressive. May I cast a spell in return?
As long as you don't hurt anybody, sure.
No deal. Boom! A huge fireball erupts. I need everybody. Books. Everybody. Including...
Except Windfall.
Except Windfall to make me a dexterity saving throw. As a fireball erupts from this flame skull. And of course, Destiny, you'll have a... it will take... you have resistance, but you still need to make her a save, of course. Let's see you burn now, imposters of the Netherese. Just... Hi, Evan erupts in flames. A villain needs to make her a saving throw too. Dexterity saving throw. She rolls a 10.
I'm gonna give Villain my last cosmic omen, so I'll add a d6 to her saving throw.
Okay, I'll let you roll that. Not good enough, unfortunately. It's a DC 13, so I'll let you guys work out the maths, but yes. So this is the damage it does. So feel free to halve it, and of course, Destiny, Destiny can just half it. You don't make the saving throw. Villain eats it as well. 19 points of damage.
Theodore will also use absorb elements to quarter it, I guess.
Okay. So Stello, you still take 10 points of damage.
Yeah, I've rounded up or down, so...
Rounded down, so that's why it's 10. Oh no, 9, sorry, 9. Right. 9 points of damage.
Yeah, I still have one temporary hit point from the blessing I got some in the sessions ago.
Alright, good.
Oh, do we, me and Stello, do we still have 10 temporary hit points
Yes,
each day?
yes.
Then this will go from the temporary hit points.
Okay. So as these flames, this fireball erupts from it, I says, "You are no Netherese. We gave you your warning. Now you will flee our city as a corpse." Still need some. Still need some initiative rolls.
Oh, we're in initiative. Sorry, I haven't rolled for anyone.
So, did we get villain? We didn't get villain. You notice the Professor Orb didn't take any damage from this at all. Oh my! This is not good. And let's have a look at those. Oh, look at those beautiful initiative. Roll me. I'm not sure which one it was, but I have Destiny roll me a D3. Can you roll me a D3, please, Destiny? And you want a 3. Roll me a D3 and you want a 3. Nope. So I'm going to say that this one... wait a minute, this is turn. Yeah, so this one in the middle here was the one that cast the fireball. Now it's this person, this flame skull term says, leave this place. And creatures of the nether, this is our land. And poof! Another fireball goes off. I'm gonna have another, but it needs to make me another dexterity saving throw. Villain fails. So once again, the DC is 14. So Stello makes it. Destiny bites it. Ogun bites it. Theodore, oh my goodness.
Theodore will reroll with Destiny's bountiful luck because he rolled a natural one.
Okay. Oh dear.
Oh.
Even Flash of Genius doesn't save me from this.
And I think we just need Snuggles. What is that?
Theodore will give Snuggles Flash of Genius too.
Okay, so once my luck.
Make
The
you
previous roll was terrible. Let's see if I can do better. Much better. Erupts in Villain. Takes it full to the face for 28 points of damage. So I'll let you guys do the maths. The DC was, let's say, at 14. Oh, Destiny.
Theodore will do another absorb elements to have the damage.
Okay. I think without your fire shield there, Destiny, you'd be a smoldering cinder.
Something like that, yeah.
And these creatures are just cackling as you erupt in fireballs, and you know there's another one that hasn't had a turn yet. The villain says, "To hell with this!" And she... Theodore, you're the master tactician. Shall I obliterate these things with my magic missiles, or shall I save them for later? Your decision.
Unless you want to leave, I say obliterate, but I say focus fire on one and then the next. Let's not spread our damage.
Well, this one up here has not cast its fireball. Let's take it out as soon as we can. And with that,
I
she
agree.
charges up her... let's see. Actually, how many charges does it have? It has 4 charges. This is going to be 3, 6. So she charges up her wand of magic missiles and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They all hit with unerring accuracy on this one to the north. Let's see, she uses 3 charges, so it'll normally be 3d4. So 64 plus 6. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And they all unerringly hit onto this guy here, I think. And as a reaction, whoop, this guy is puts his shield up, and the magic missiles tock, 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 and do no damage. And they all start cackling. Your pathetic magic is no match for the Netherese. Ah! Snuggles.
Snuggles will run up here and in between these 2 skulls and attack the one that hasn't gone yet.
Okay. Keep in mind this one is encased in shields, and you would have hit this flame skull up with the shield still up. Snuggles just scrapes. No damage done. Your Mechanicatron is no match for the Netherese wizards. Stello.
Seeing as this guy is shielded, Salazar focuses attention to this one.
Okay.
And try to hit it with, let's see. Yeah, first Guiding Bolt at 4th level.
Okay. Ooh, that absolutely hits. So 23 hits and 19 points of damage. Okay.
And follow it up with some I'll enter bonus action. I'll enter starry form of the archer and take a shot at it with my bow. I'll
Roll
just
again, because it's at advantage because of guiding bolt. So the 26 hits. So 12 damage. And you notice as you hit this thing, the starry bow takes out its jaw and it starts like... But obviously cannot form language at the moment because it doesn't have a jaw. But both of those hit?
Yeah, I move a bit back, and just for information, I've got 10 feet of bright light and 10 feet of dim light for 10 minutes as well, so
Okay.
I can see a bit.
Token emits 10. And low light for another 10. And I'll tell you what, since this pass without a trace isn't inherently useful at the moment, we'll turn that off so we can be clear about what people can see and what people can't. Okay, so you hit it, and the thing is cackling, but taking some serious damage, and it's looking around slightly panicked. But it is his turn now, and this one has cast Fireball, so it's not going to cast it again. But what it is going to do is it casts a spell on itself and starts wavering. It's very, very blurry. You can't quite get a bead on it. And having cast that spell, it is going to hover. Where's it going to go? It's going to hover all the way back into the other room. Windfall.
Windfall will fly in. Hold on. 15, 25, 30. Yeah, he'll go towards the one that hasn't cast yet. Make an 8 action and then fly out.
Okay, so advantage to hit this guy up. He's still got his shield up. But yeah. Okay, so Windfall whoosh. But you're more pathetic about it. Hogan.
I think I'm gonna move up. Here. And I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 shots with my bow.
This is at disadvantage. But a 14 would hit. Actually, it's at disadvantage. It's at 14. It would hit, but it immediately would also cast shield. So the shield pops up and bounces off. This reaction.
I'm gonna take my luck and try and shoot the skull again.
Okay. So disadvantage. 13. Once again, it ricochets off its shield. You can't get a beat on it. It's blurry, and it's got a shield up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. And they continue to cackle. And shield lasts until the start of your... When does shield expire?
1 turn till the start of his next turn.
Okay, so he'll be shielded now, but then his shield will go. It has cast its fireball already.
This one cast fireball. Didn't we say this was the only one that didn't?
Oh, you're... Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You were right. Thank you so much. One's would have ducked around there. And she shouts, "You fools! Why are we gathering like this? We're just sitting ducks for this fireball!" And another fireball erupt.
What fireball? Counterspell.
Ooh! Well, I casted 3rd level, so if you do counterspell it, then it is counterspelled. So who cast counterspell? That was?
Destiny.
Destiny. The creature glares in your direction. feeling a little bit worried as his shield goes down. And he retreats back into the cavern a little bit.
The counter spell would. Oh, his shield went down because it's its turn.
Yeah, it ends its turn, so either way,
Yeah.
look at it. Yeah, but you counterspelled the fireball, so a little ball of energy comes out. Your powers are not trivial, but not as great as the nether is. Destiny, your turn. Your reaction comes back, of course.
Destiny might do something stupid. She'll go after the skull and cast Shocking Grasp on it with advantage, I guess, because not sure where he was it hit by guiding bolt. Oh no,
no,
eight action from the yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, so at advantage, yeah, because of windfall. Shocking grasp for the 12.
I will use my lucky to reroll.
Okay. It's using your luck. 15. Pops up. 15. You have to try better, user. Shield pops up and Shocking Grasp just bounces off.
And since that was a cantrip, I'll use my bonus action to cast Misty Step and go over to Windfall. Over
You can.
here,
I can give you a hint though. It just uses its reaction to cast Shield. So you
Yeah, I don't have that much speed, and I want out of
Okay.
the range of any further fireballs. Let's hope they can only cast one. But
Yes, we can only cast one. I can hear you in the darkness. We can hear you in the darkness. Darkness, darkness. You hear the three echoes of the flamed skulls replying to each other. You assume there's only three of us. And a fourth flamed skull appears. And a fourth fireball goes up. Yep. Everybody in there, make me a dexterity saving throw. Counterspell this, will you? Okay, DC 14 once again.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that with my inspiration.
Okay. Villain. Oh, she passes. Oh no, that's Stello. Villain does not pass. Okay, so damage once again, 8d6. Ooh.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
Villain goes.
Snuggles as well.
Okay, as the fireball erupts, Villain falls, Snuggles falls. They say, we offered you the chance to flee! You did not take it! Okay, Theodore.
Theodore.
Theodore, heal Villain! She's critical to our whole mission! She knows the secrets! Heal her if you can!
Just a second, I need to see. Oh, it's a bonus action. Okay. Okay. As a bonus action, I'll cast Branding Smite since I don't need a on myself. It's
sure.
just it works for the first attack that I make, or the first hit, not the first.
Okay. Branding.
And then with my Radiant Shortbow, I will. Which skulls are hit already? The one to the south is, I
Only
think.
the one to the south.
The only one?
Oh,
Then I'll.
yes. And
Yeah,
Stello. Wait, sorry, I forgot to do something. Stello, you need to make me some concentration checks.
Yes. I did some 2 more further up when I did some damage. A 15 and 25 and 24 now.
Oh, so you've been doing them. Very good. So you've made all your con saves? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, thank you for keeping track
I need
of
to
that.
make some concentration as well. By the looks of it.
For, is Dark
Oh no,
Vision?
Dark Vision.
Hunter's Mark.
Ah,
Oh, Hunter's
That's
Mark.
true.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, concentration.
Yep. I always forget Hunter's Mark is concentration. So you make me some it's a con saving throw, Ogun. So that makes it. So we'll just say your Hunter's Mark stays up. So when we say concentration check, it's just a con saving throw. But you're good. So Theodore, boom, cast Branding Smite, concentrating on it.
And then I'll use my strongbow to attack the one in the southern hallway twice.
Okay. It is blurry. Its shield has gone down. I think. No, it hasn't. No, its shield's still up. So it's a disadvantage. Yeah, take a shot.
It's a disadvantage? Why is it a disadvantage?
Because it's cast a spell on itself and it's blurry. You can't quite see it clearly.
Oh, this one's blurry?
Yeah, cast a blur
okay.
on itself. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be hit. It might lose concentration. Okay, what it got down?
What?
6.
Oh, sorry. Bless is not on.
So
I just
14.
noticed.
What did it do? Yeah, it's going to cast shield again, and it bounces off your shield. The shield. Yep. So it doesn't hit. Would have hit, but for the shield.
Okay. Well, let's hit this one. This one's not shielded, right?
Nope.
But it can shield itself, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but not
Well, at least
disadvantage.
At least it will spend a spell slot if it does.
Mm-hmm. So straight shot at this flame
Yeah.
skull. That does hit. But shield won't help it, so it'll take the damage. 8 piercing.
Oh, it already rolled plus 2d6 radiant for the branding smite.
So another 2d6, another 4 damage. Okay, got it.
3 damage.
Yep, got that.
And
Weapons are no match.
Theodore will move over here by Valen just to spread out a bit, actually, just a bit behind her. That's it.
Okay, now this one here. It will look towards Ogun. It's going to take a step back. Ogun, you can have attack of opportunity if you wish.
Do I use my sword?
Yep, use your sword. It's got to be a melee weapon,
Okay.
so yes.
Yeah. That's nice.
So swinging with your jawbones. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, ow.
2 19s.
That was a tactical mistake.
I only do 13 damage, by the way, if it hasn't taken damage yet.
It has taken damage.
Okay, then I use the Colossal Slave.
Yeah, Theodore hit it with the Radiance bow. So
nice.
So 21, which is what I recorded anyway.
Yeah.
And the Netherese flame skull turns towards you and says, "You shall burn for that." Excuse me. And it turns its eyes towards you, and these fire rays shoot out. But you duck out the way, maybe given away by the fact that it told you what it's going to do. So these rays shoot out of its eyes. Then it gets a bead on you, shoots again. You dodge out the way again. Rolled a 12 and a 7 to attack you with its flaming eyes.
Mm.
I don't roll damage just because it's fun. If they had hit, you would be down. So keep that in mind. Villain! Oh man, what are you doing to me? She's going to make a death save. Oh, she comes back with one hit point! Oh, the legend! But she is on the ground. That's her turn. Snuggles! Snuggles is incapacitated. Stello!
Let's see. What's the one we damaged the most? Was it this one?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Try to finish it off, perhaps with guarding bolt at first level.
Okay.
Use one of my charges. Oh, what
Oh! Oh, wow. You shall never defeat the Netherese. Obliterates it.
overrated. And I'll try to hit this one with a bow.
Sorry, which one?
This one, straight up.
Okay.
So and after that, I'll just move a bit back.
7 does hit. Shield will not help it. Okay, now. Let's have a look. It's going to cast a spell on itself, then retreat back into there. Windfall.
Windfall will fly back in and go after this one with the 8 action, and then just a second. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, it can actually get all the way back to Destiny.
Okay. Get out of here! And the Flame Skull takes a swipe at Windfall, but Windfall is too good for that and misses. Crispy Ogin, what would you like to do?
Has this taken damage?
No.
One of them, I think.
One of them?
One took damage, but it disappeared around the corner up
Ah,
here.
okay. The blue mark, what's that on the left?
That's to remind me that they've cast Fireball.
Okay, nice. And it
is
has
shielded?
shield up?
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to... I can hit it from here, right? With my bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to try... Actually, I'd like to try to change... No, I can't do that. I'm going to use my bow on it.
Okay.
Is it with advantage?
Yes, it is. Okay, so that does hit. Shield won't help. So how much damage does that do?
If it has taken damage, it's with the 8.
Okay, so that's...
If not, it's without.
Oh, it hasn't taken damage, yeah, so that's
Then
7
it's just
points.
7.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And then I'll try to shoot it again.
Okay. This time it has taken damage. But shield won't
So-
help it once again. Nice.
18 damage. Yeah, nice. And after that, I'll return up into this section.
Okay.
Behind, yeah, here.
We gave you fair chance to leave. You need to leave. So first of all, its shield expires. What's it gonna do now? Each of those. It's gonna duck down here, turns towards Stella and says, "Burn with the fire of the Netherese." And 2 flaming rays come out and go straight for Stello, and one of them does hit with a 24. So you can take 9 points of fire damage. And make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
DC 10. Okay, you're fine. Then it ducks back into here. Destiny.
Destiny will Misty Step back where she was
Okay.
and deliver another. Yeah.
More detail. Do you need to be able to see where you Misty Step to? Because you can't actually see this spot.
I will check.
But you could Misty Step to Snuggles and then move it. So I don't think it really matters. That you can see. So you could have bamped onto Snuggles and take 10 feet of movement to get there. So, okay, that's fine.
Actually, I will... 1, 2, 3... Then I can just walk there. No,
Okay.
wait. Oh, I was here. I can't. So, yeah, I'll do bonus action to Snuggles, go over there and deliver a Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
With advantage, right?
No. Ogun had the advantage.
Oh, yeah, he already used it. Cool, cool.
Oh, shield's not going to help. Wait 1 second. Okay, yep, that does it, and see the life draining from it. Still alive. And of course, Shocking Grasp, I think, takes away the reaction, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll move. Should I move? Yeah, I'll actually move. Oh, there's another one there. But yeah, I would have moved here.
Okay.
That doesn't change that I've seen it. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Alright. Flame Skull says, oh, just what I wanted. You have the flame shield up, right?
Yes.
Going to cast Magic Missile on you. So 3d4 plus 3 damage.
I shield myself.
I'm going to roll it anyway. Just to see. 3d4 plus 3. So 11. It just bounce off your shield. You are the most powerful of these creatures. You shall burst. Yeah, but the
But I'm your biggest fan.
Okay, Theodore.
Yeah, Theodore wanted to help Valen, but she's up. So he's gonna move, and then sorry, too many characters. Actually, how many hit points does he have? Oof. So this one to the south is blurred, and these two. What's this?
This one is
icon
also
on?
blurred. Yeah, blurred as well.
Okay. Cool. I will cast with the Fairy Fires 10 feet or 20. Hold on. I'll just check. Where's my Fairy Fire? Oh, there it is. 20-foot cube. Excellent. I'll cast Fairy Fire.
On these two? Okay.
Yeah, it's hardly visible because I used the gray. Hold on.
What save is it?
Dexterity, I think. I'll check right away. That's better. Lots to click.
I'll let you know they do get advantage on spell effects. That's 16.
Okay. 16, and it's dexterity, yes.
Yeah, and they both have advantage, and the biggest roll they rolled with a 10. Which is hard. With a +3, I rolled a 7, a 2, and a 1 for their saving throws at advantage. So they are blurred. What color do they become?
What's the opposite of red? Green.
Green.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, they have green flame coming out of them. It's fine, it's green.
Okay.
Now they're super green.
And there's no saving throw later on, right? It's just on. But you are concentrating on that, is the only thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will move just a little behind the corner so they can see me.
Okay, got your concentration. I got that. Velen. Love gods. They were so idiots to stand together. And she gets up, using half her movement to get up. And she looks around. And she storms forward. She tries to storm forward, but stumbles over to here. And she looks at these things cackling and laughing as one by one you're falling down. She says, "You think this is funny? It's not funny at all." And this guy up here needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And you get the exact description of this spell. And this creature here is just laughing its head off you. This is, "You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're gonna burn!" And falls to the ground and just starts laughing at the thought of you guys burning. And they're under the effect of Tasha's hideous laughter. And Villain can actually move from there. And Snuggles. Snuggles is... Oh, I'll move Snuggles from the turn order just for now. Stello.
Let's see. Move up a bit. And this one is on the ground.
Yep, laughing. Yep.
Yeah, so it would be a straight roll.
Yep.
You can see Destiny just shaking her head. No. He's incapacitated. Leave him.
I'll go for this one to the south then.
Okay. At disadvantage?
Disadvantage. And due to blur?
Yes, due to blur.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a try anyway. Guiding bolt at first level.
Okay.
Charges. Oh, disadvantage. Forgot. Just roll again. So 17.
17. 17. So last turn her shield went down, but now it comes right back up, bounces off the shield. Does consume a spell slot, but does not hit.
Yes. I try to hit it with my bow as well.
Okay.
Let's see.
Still at disadvantage.
Yes, let's see. Oh, disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, 21 does hit. And it gets past its shield, gets past its blur, and despite all the defenses it has up, you get it straight through the eye and it goes down. It had 9 hit points left. So that one is dead. Did you see Stello? Because this was its turn next.
Ah. And I'll stay there, yeah.
Okay, Windfall.
Windfall will go assist Destiny and aid on this one. The one that's not laughing.
Okay.
And then just move a little further up.
Ogun.
Shall we see? Okay, so this one's dead.
Yep.
I'd like to... or I can see anyone. This one is incapacitated.
It's on the ground laughing.
Is there any more skulls further up that way?
I mean, you have a look around.
Are you saying it out loud?
I can't see. I can only see this skull.
I mean, you can ask the others.
Yeah,
So-
I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny will point into this corner.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to this skull.
Okay.
Because that's the only one I can see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'll go up here, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Alright. So, this flame skull is still finding this whole thing hilarious. Needs to make another wisdom saving throw. Still laughing on the ground. It's the funniest thing it's ever heard of. Ah, you're gonna burn! Ah, your flesh is gonna fall off your face! Ah! Destiny.
Destiny will do another shocking grasp, but this one. But I think it's just a straight roll because you can't
Yes.
have double advantage, right?
Yep. So straight roll. Windfall helps. Blur does not. Yeah.
I will. Yeah, I'll use lucky to do it again.
I think that's your third luck, isn't it?
Ugh. Is it third? Probably didn't mark one. Yeah, okay. I'm at 0 then.
Okay. Oh. Rocking grasp? Go off.
That is her turn. She'll stay there.
Okay, now it's the Flame Skull's turn.
Or actually, can I just change something? Since I still have a bonus action. I'll Misty Step way over here.
Ah. Okay. The Flame Skull will swing around to here. It says to Ogun, "Got my eyes on you, Netherese imposter." I'll use its Fire Ray Eye attack twice.
Counter spell.
It's not a spell.
Oh, damn. But then I'll give him a portent dice of a 4 on the first attack roll.
On the first attack roll. So what does the portent dice do? It becomes a 4, did you say?
It becomes a 4 automatically, yeah, without rolling.
Nice.
Okay, well that's useful because the first roll was a 17, which reduces to a 13, which misses, and the second attack from the fire ray from its eyes was a 14. So Ogun, they both miss you. But it does swing around there. Theodore.
Theodore will come out of hiding, move up a little. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25. He can only see this one. But I assume Ogun will attack it anyway, so he'll attack as well.
Okay.
Or rather,
Disadvantage.
yes. Actually, no. He'll cast Bless at 2nd level on Ogun, himself, Destiny, and Stella.
Okay. Destiny. Stella.
Oh, wait. Is Fair... Fair Fire is concentration. I lost Fair Fire.
Or you could choose
yeah.
not to do Bless. It's your choice.
Yeah, I won't do Bless. Damn it. This is the worst thing about spells in 5e. There's so many concentration spells.
Yeah.
Especially for cleric spells.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'll do that's a concentration spell as well. How far am I away from Ogun? Too far.
You're all in action with your bow.
I will. Yeah, I'll ready an action with my bow for when. Oh, is the skull even capable of being prone,
Well,
or is it up?
it says an incapacitated can't take actions or reactions. I kind of flavored it as he's rolling around on the ground laughing. So we'll leave it at that. But I don't think technically he should be prone. But since he's been prone so far, we'll just keep him prone.
I'm just asking because I get disadvantage on ranged attacks if it's prone.
Yep. Disadvantage.
I will then ready an action for when it gets back up to shoot my bow at it.
Okay. Valen, whoops. Not dragging Theodore with her. Villain. It sees the creature. Just going to cast Chill Touch on it. Zip. That would be a 14, which would hit. Wait 1 second. So, Chill Touch does... What type of damage? Is it necrotic?
Yep.
So it's resistant to necrotic damage. take half of this. Ah, but it had 5 hit points, so down it goes. Exactly 5 hit points. Okay. How you do it? There's one more cliche, I believe, to the north. We can take this. We can survive. Stello.
Stella is going to action dash. Old man run. As he can. 13. Dash. 5. Here to see it. And bonus action, take a shot with this starry bow. So that's at advantage, I guess.
No, at disadvantage because it's blurry.
Oh yeah, but it's affected by fairy fire, is it?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Straight attack.
Okay.
Straight attack. 19. Yep, that'll hit. Well,
and it'll just...
Wait, I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Retain concentration on blur. Oh, and blur goes down. How is this Constitution?
And is it get up in its space and just retrieve his dagger.
Okay. So, concentration fades on that. Windfall. Do a flyby?
No point. It's already got a fair fire, but that's what Windfall does, and it'll do it.
Okay. Hogan.
Well, I'll bonus action and move my Hunter's Mark to the last one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 2 shots. Is it normal?
No, set advantage.
Oh, really? Nice.
So, 28 hits, and it has taken damage, so that's 15 points of damage. And your second shot, 14. That's got to do it. Uses its last first level spell to shield it. And do you get Colossal Slayer on every attack, or is it one?
Yeah, I believe it's every attack. Let me just check the spell once again.
I think we checked last time and it was once per turn, but Hunter's Mark is the attack. I'm not sure, but...
Yeah, Hunter's Marks every time, Colossus Slayer is once per
Yeah, to target whenever you hit with a weapon attack. So, since I hit once...
Yeah, so you do get to do your Hunter's Mark damage.
Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah, what about Colossal Slayer, though? Does that...
Yeah, once per turn.
Once per turn. Okay, so in other words, it takes an additional... Oh, your Hunter's Mark? 3.
Yeah, that's the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so that's part of the same damage. Oh, regardless, it's not concentrating on anything. Okay, it's still up. Looking very rough, though.
And I'll move up here.
Okay, Destiny.
Destiny will just move over here and ready a Mind Sliver in case she sees the skull.
Okay. Flame Skull. She's out of first level spells now. So I was going to take Stello out with Magic Missile, but I can't do that. But it is going to shoot out of its eye and go straight for Stello. You may have defeated this time. You'll never defeat the Empire. Oh. A 19 and a 17, Stello.
Yeah, both hits.
So you take a total of too much fire damage. 18 fire damage.
I'm down.
And you go down. Your concentration on Pass Without a Trace fades. Theodore.
Theodore will run in. Just enough range, 25, and cast. Oof. Do I want to kill the... how damaged does the skull look?
Very.
I'll shoot at the skull twice.
Okay.
I can...
At advantage. Does have its shield up.
Okay, cool.
So we'll see how this plays out.
Was it just the skull's turn? Yeah. I'll do another branding smite to add radiant damage to it. The
Okay.
2d6. Turn this. Okay. Radiant.
With advantage. With that, the flaming skull screams and falls to the ground. Philip?
And as a bonus action, I'll do healing word on Stella.
Okay.
Oh, thank
You
you.
can get out of turn order now. Estella will not die. And Villain comes in and just leans against this far wall. Oh, that sucked.
Indeed.
Are we possibly going to get through this complex? We can't even see. And there was a sensible choice, Destiny, with that light spell, but we are sitting ducks.
Well, slowly but surely, we move on, as usual.
Indeed.
Unless somebody has a better plan, which
Well,
I don't
actually,
think we have.
I have something to say. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these were Netherese wizards at one point, these flaming skull creatures. And there's one thing I know about these flaming skull creatures, is they will start coming back. Not quickly, but I'm going to say at least within the hour, these creatures will come back. And they will scurry away, and they will gather their forces, and they'll come back harder once again. Our only option is to either do something with these skulls, or if we could just sprinkle some holy water on them, and they won't rise again. But these things will rise again unless we do something with these skulls, or sprinkle a little bit of holy water on them.
Don't suppose we have some in our bag of holding.
Would the radiant damage do the same, or is it just holy water?
Holy water, I'm afraid. No, we've already blasted them with several bits of radiant damage, and it definitely hit them. Oh, and I see you have a vial of holy water in your bag of holding.
Oh. Is there something else we can do to the skulls? Smash them into pieces or something like that?
You could smash them into pieces, but as I said, they will reform once again.
I don't mind using the vial of holy water. Would it be enough to disable all 4 of them from coming back?
Well, let me have a look at that. And the professor looks at it and says, yes. Oh, I think we used 4 more uses of this, then we don't need to worry about these flame skulls. Excellent idea, Organ, but smashing them won't help. The usual way of dealing with it is either to the holy water or lock them into some type of place. Preferably resistance to fireballs, because they will get that back eventually.
Fireballs.
4 of them.
Well, we've seen Ignis do that kind of stuff. It's frightening to be on the harmful end of it.
Mm.
Okay, so you just reduce your vials of holy water to like 3 of 10 uses. You go around and you sprinkle it on these flame skulls. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think we should rest up here for a good hour or so, gather our wits, and then we'll continue on.
Yeah, that seems viable.
Okay.
You said we used 3 out of 10 doses of vial of holy water.
You have 3 left. Like you had 7
Oh, I have
uses.
3 left.
You used
Yeah,
it 4
that's
times?
what I...
Yeah.
No, the healer's kit was 7 out of 10 uses. The vial of holy water was just
Oh, I
a
see.
vial.
Our vial's gone. My apologies. Yep.
Okay,
Vial is gone, but you do sprinkle it on all the flame skulls. And,
cool. Thank you.
Hmm.
The villain says, well, smoke them if you've got them. And she'll,
Let's
Destiny
keep an eye
suggests
out.
if you can spare like 10 minutes, I can put up a dome. It will be safer there, even if it's just for an hour.
Sure.
and I'll bring it up over here because it's the only place with enough space, unless we go outside. And Theodore will spend the time repairing Snuggles.
So Snuggles come back to full hit points?
Yes, actually. I have to spend a level 1 spell slot, and it comes back with a...
Of course, that means you don't get a short rest.
That might be a problem. But I can heal myself with Cure Wounds. I think Snuggles will be useful when we go ahead. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll use a level 1 spell slot for repairing Snuggles and a level 2 Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Villain spends the time healing herself. She looks on almost full hit points. I do need to cut off some of her spells. She did cast that one. Okay, that was it. And Villain says, well, here we are in the dark. We cannot see. Only options is these light spells, but that makes stealth impossible. Do you have any more of this dark vision available to you, Ogun?
Yeah, I have 2 more people can be granted the dark vision. But yeah, only 2 more people.
I'll tell you what. I have that spell available to me. I've just noticed it in my spell list. I have dark vision available. So, who needs dark vision? Ogun, you need it?
No, I have it.
Theodore?
Theodore has it, Destiny doesn't.
What about you, Stella?
My eye's not too good in the dark. I can see good when I light up my bow, but in between I can't see good.
Well, this is going to cost me 2 of my 3 third level spells. I think it is worth it, but what do the rest of you think? Burn the spells?
Yeah, we need to be able to move quietly, unseen, in the dark, and still be able to see whatever danger's approaching.
Okay, done. So Destiny now has dark vision, and Stello now has dark vision. So everybody should be able to see. I will take the light off Destiny. So if you can't see, then something should be good. Okay, so you take the hour of rest. Everything seems fine. And this sounds like the perfect time for a short break. Let's have a short break and come back into it and see you guys in 5 minutes. Okay, be right back.
Snuggles only takes an action and a level 1 spell slot, so I could have taken a short rest.
Oh, okay. Sounds good then. Yep.
I'm rolling right now for hit points. Also, during the rest, can I just do a little tinkering, since that is mostly relaxing for Theodore? Or just in the 10 minutes that took Destiny to put up the dome?
Sure.
I'll take 2 platinum pieces and make a hole in the middle of them. And I'll give 1 to Destiny and 1 I'll keep for myself.
I think I know what that is, but okay.
It's a material component for they have to be 50 gold each. Ugh. Can I take 5 platinum pieces, melt them together and make a ring?
If you spend 100 GP versus of whatever, then you can cast Warding Bond.
Okay.
And of course you can fashion them into rings and reuse them, so this will be a one-time only spell component cost.
It doesn't get spent, actually. It doesn't say that it...
Yeah, which means you can reuse these. It's a one-time only cost.
Yeah, okay.
Once you have the rings, you're good. Okay?
So I'll just deduct 10 platinum pieces from my stuff.
But you have not cast Warding Bond yet?
No, I'm just preparing, because I need to have the rings in advance, and I haven't thought of that yet.
Right, cool. Well, is everybody rested up? Shall we go find out what the next thing is going to kill us is?
Probably that little kobold vampire creature.
The professor says, well, I can't help but point out the destroyed skyship on the ground. Surely that's worth investigating.
Yeah, let's take a look. You and Destiny and Theodore, this is up your alley, like old magical artifacts and vehicles.
Okay, so if you want to look through here, you can make an investigation check.
And I'll cast Possible Trace again, just to keep us
Okay.
more stealthy.
Investigation, I think Destiny's good at it. Okay. Theodore will give Destiny guidance, and I guess if she's getting aided, she'll have advantage on the roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll help. Aid her.
Okay. It's just a nice little color like this one. Nope. So I'm just getting a color for the pass without a traces and completely obnoxious. Oh, there we go. That's good. Nice speech. Okay, so you start going through this sky coach, as the professor explained it to you, and you find, well, first of all, you find 4 skeletons. Judging by their robes, which are very, very rotted, and almost as you touch them, they disappear. So 4 robed figures without heads, lacking heads, and there is a huge safe, a 200-pound iron safe. And as you look at it, Theodore, you notice it has numbers on the front of it. What languages do you speak, Theodore?
Common, Dwarvish, Gnomish.
You don't recognize it. Everybody just pop up their languages? Oh, are you going to do something, Theodore?
No, I was gonna show the text to the numbers to the others, so I can see if anyone recognizes.
Destiny does recognize it. It is draconic. And she points out that it's like a combination lock on it, and it has the numbers from 0 to 50 on 4 different cogs. So you assume if you twist it to one of 50 positions on each of these cogs, the safe would open.
Is it a puzzle or is it just a dexterity check or something?
It's a cog with 50 things on it. I mean, you can try it. The odds are low that you'll guess it, though.
But the cog's there. The mechanism is in one piece.
Yes. So you assume that if you typed it in, you have about a 1 in 6 million chance of guessing it correctly, though.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Can I fashion like a listening device, like a safe breaker that listens to when the latch hits the hole, and
Well, you could
try to open it like that?
That would require a thieves' tools check.
I do have these tools.
Okay, you can make a check.
I'll guide myself before I do it.
Yep. So this would be dexterity plus proficiency plus your dex modifier plus a d20 plus your guidance.
Ew.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not even gonna waste Flash of Genius on that.
Yeah, 15. You try. It's not opening.
Anyone else handy with thieves' tools?
I'm sorry, this is far beyond my capabilities.
Yeah, me too.
Is it small enough to fit into the bag of holding?
It's 200 pounds.
That's fine. I have that much weight. We got rid of the barrel of good meat. No, not good meat. What was it?
Sure.
Yeah.
The honey meat. Yeah,
Honey meat.
Yeah. You cannot redo your thieves' tools, I'm going to say, until you have a long rest. Because you've tried everything you know of, which is what got you to 13. But, like a lot of puzzles, you're going to ponder it over the next day, thinking about ways you could open it. But for now, the safe remains closed.
Okay, better luck next time. And I wink at Theodore winks at Destiny, and she winks back.
Is there anything you can do successfully, Theodore? First you're an icicle, in the very area of expertise we have you along here for. You failed. Do better next time.
Can I make a snowball and throw it at Valen?
Sure, make an attack roll.
Dexterity or strength?
I think for Theodore it's dexterity. So just d20 plus your stack. She leans back and it flies over her head. She says, truly pathetic.
I'm tempted to use Flash of Genius. No, okay. Theodore's a little disappointed. Well, we still have a vampire in one of the rooms, and hopefully the noise didn't attract it, or he's not gonna ambush us.
Somebody's throwing snowballs. Anyway, be quiet. And she's
Fireballs.
stealthing. Ooh, 13 from Berlin. So
Stealth rolls?
Yeah, stealth rolls, yep.
Oh, stealth, yeah.
So, should we go to the left where we know there's a kobold, or go into this large room to the south?
The rooms may be connected to each other. Owen points this way and say that he sees some kind of tunnels that lead. It looks like it might be leading to the other tunnel.
I guess we could try to bypass this strange little undead-ish kobold if we're sneaky enough.
Okay, the first roll was for Windfall, the rest are the correct names.
Okay.
So the worst was, I think, Theodore with 6. Without the guide, unless guidance counts.
No. And Villain rolls at 3, so she's at a 13.
Destiny will send Windfall ahead, as usual.
Now, just one thing I want to point out. If you're using Pass Without a Trace and stealthing, you need something to stealth behind. Like, for example, if this flame skull was not dead, and you hid, like, Stello behind this wall and kind of snuck along this wall, that would be fine. But Stello's standing right here. There's nowhere for him to hide. So even without Pass Without a Trace, you can't physically stealth unless you have something to stealth behind.
Yeah.
Even with Pass Without a Trace, walking through an open area, right, that's a problem. So just keep that in mind. And Stella, you are concentrating on anything?
Pass Without a Trace, yes.
Ah, okay. I don't think that's concentration, though.
Oh yeah, it's concentration for 1 hour.
Okay, cool.
It's Dark Vision that's 8 hours duration, but no concentration, I think.
Okay, well, since Ogun at least is in this room, Ogun, you have a look around and you see, looks like this was some type of tower here, but little remains of this tower behind, besides its outer shell. The interior walls are decorated with shifting geometric patterns. And a human skeleton in a white robe lies on the uneven floor. I'll say right about here. And Professor Scant has a look inside. She says, "Oh, this is most interesting. Netherese spellcasters would come to the towers like this one to regain their spent magic more quickly. Despite the extensive damage, I would venture to guess that this tower here would still work." And by this tower, sorry, I'm a bit confused. This is the tower here that would still work. And so it's this tower here is wrecked, and Professor Scan says you can maybe tap into the magic, but this area here is long icicles as long as a longsword clinging from the top of the ceiling, and the floor of which is strewn with frost-covered blocks of stone and a toppled pillar. Extending in the east wall is a glittering stone tower as it appears to crash through the ceiling long ago. The exposed walls is cracked and a few small holes in it, but is otherwise intact. Again, Professor Scan says, "Yes, this tower appears to be of a Netherese construction. Were it not for the cracks and holes, the stone would be as smooth as glass, shaped with sleep magic."
Maybe we should try to detect some magic around this area to see if there's still powers left in the ruins. Or maybe for something else.
Yeah, and the skeleton is over in this tower.
Oh, okay. Is this just a pillar or something?
Yeah, it's just a pillar. Yep.
Okay.
Destiny suggests she can. I can detect magic, but I would rather use it as a ritual, which would take 10 minutes away from us. Is that okay?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine with that. I can do that as well. If we want to cover a bigger area or something.
Sure. We can each go along one wall and see what we detect.
Okay, so you're stealthily going along the walls looking for magic.
Yep.
Okay.
And hold on. while we're casting Detect Magic, I'll suggest maybe Windfall can try and break off some of those icicles up there so they don't fall on us.
Okay. So, Destiny flies up. Oh, doesn't really attack. Roll me, actually, let's roll me a d20. An 11. So she reaches out and attacks one of these icicles. She doesn't really hit it, which is unfortunate because the icicle comes to life, cackles, takes a swipe at Destiny. Swipe.
Windfall was up there, not Destiny.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, Windfall, that's what I'm talking about. Takes a swipe at Windfall. Windfall disappears out of existence. And the creature cackles and gets ready to fly away.
You bastard.
Okay, yeah, so poor old Windfall goes up there, woof, gets swiped, and Windfall disappears and puffs back into the Fey realm. And Valen says, thank God, this is going poorly already. And in here, the creature is 40 feet up in the air, pretending to be an icicle. So, Destiny, you see your familiar poof out of existence as this ice devil thing cuts it in half and cackles. What do you do?
Would Fireball be an overkill?
Maybe.
Maybe there's more of them up there and this will be really effective. Yeah, I'll launch a Fireball at him. So it basically envelops him, but it envelops as much of the ceiling as possible as well.
Okay. Place your fireball.
I'll just return Windfall just to use him as a like area of effect.
Oh, we could do. Here we go. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, cool. Even.
Two of them.
Sorry, I deleted both.
There we go. One's on
Sorry.
there now. So place that exactly where you want. Keep in mind Ogin's here.
It's up in the ceiling though.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Okay,
up
so
in the
don't worry
ceiling.
about Ogin.
And the black circles are the limit of the fireball, correct?
Okay, so roll me down.
Or is it the outer red rim?
It's the inner one.
Okay, so this will hit the icicle. The ice
damage
method
for me?
probably.
It is an ice method, yep.
Yeah, 1 second. Fireball.
Okay. 23. Now, an ice method is actually vulnerable to fire. So, that's in fact 46 points of damage. So, if it makes it save, it's going to take 23 fire damage. And in fact has 21 hit points. Actually, let me show this little. Oh no, I'll do it this way. So you do actually hit some other methods. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one.
You gotta love Fireball.
Wow.
And that is the entirety of the methods. So your fireball was perfectly placed. It comes in,
Oh my god.
envelops the ceiling, and every one of the methods die.
And I just thought I'd hit him with a Mind Sliver.
That was the perfect fireball. Especially since they're vulnerable to fire, and as I said, they have 21 hit points. So I don't even need to roll for their saves. They all die. Wow. The perfectly placed fireball, Destiny. You can feel good about yourself.
I feel lucky.
Nice one, Destiny.
The only disadvantage, if it can be called one, is this sound of the fireball exploding just echoes around the cavern.
I mean, there were 3 exploding fireballs earlier, so nobody came running. So, okay, cool.
That was cool.
No, I don't know what to do. Snuggles will guard this entrance just in case the vampire comes through it, and I guess Destiny and Ogun will like hug the wall and each go.
Yeah. After the fireball, I'm going to go over here and place a trap where I'm standing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to continue to cast the Detect Magic as a ritual spell.
Okay. As soon as you keep to the shadows of the... or keep to the sides of the wall using as much cover as you possibly can, you notice that this tower is gives off a necromantic magic. It gives us evocation magic. It gives us illusion magic. And in fact, all 8 schools of the arcane magics is all emanating from this tower. This one over here.
Do you think we need to use the kind of magic that it emanates to?
It's
I don't know.
emanating all magics all at once.
And the Professor Orb said something that we could maybe regain spent magic by doing something with the tower.
Yes, they will come to towers like this to regain their spent magic more quickly. Despite its extensive damage and the fact that it's exhibiting so much magic, I would venture to guess that the tower would still work.
Still, there's the
Professor-
case with this dead guy. You can see him.
Yep, there's a guy in there.
Yeah. Before we attempt to regain some spell slots, let's see if what happened to this guy. If it's related.
Stalla's going to sneak a bit closer.
Does it look safe?
Destiny will move away while Stallo explores, and
But,
Theodore will give Stallo guidance, and then move away.
it looks stable. There's a few cracks in it, and it's fallen down from the ceiling above. Looks safe enough. Like it's not going to collapse on you, in your opinion.
In that case, Stalla's going to move it closer and try to ascertain whatever killed this poor fellow. If it's related to the magic of this tower to regain magic.
And make me a medicine check to try to determine the cause of death.
You have guidance.
Oh, guidance as well, yeah.
In your opinion, what's happening here, Stello, is when this thing fell, this poor little wizard was doing whatever he was doing to regain his spell more quickly, and fell down with the tower. So it's bludgeoned to death, effectively. And Stello...
He seems safe.
1 second. Stello, as you're examining this thing, you don't notice, but from above, a mist descends. And before you can react, before you get a chance, the mist solidifies into this. You know what it looks like exactly. Oops. It looks... Sorry, just give me a sec. It's going to reboot Roll20.
Okay.
I can't even make out what it is. Is it a dog?
Yeah, I was about to bring up the artwork, but Roll20 did something weird.
Yeah.
Can I have some art for this? Well, that's what it sounds like.
It's a knoll. Maybe.
Okay. This is what it looks like. It does look like a knoll, but it looks like this.
Oh wow.
And it pounces
That's
down
freaky.
in front of you, and its misty shape knuckles snaps into that form, and it bares its teeth and launches a bite straight at your neck. Stello has advantage on this, so it's a 21, so that's going to hit. And you take 16 points of piercing and 11 points of necrotic damage. Now, worse yet,
Okay.
your maximum hit points have been reduced by 11.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to reduce that? Okay.
Nope, you're surprised. You did not see this coming, so you are surprised.
Ah.
Okay. And as it spites you right on the shoulder, it locks eyes with its sickening eyes with your eyes, and it says something, but you don't understand what it's. But it's like, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
You feel the bile and the sickness go up in your throat. I mean, you've probably been poisoned and sickened before, but this is on another level. But you just managed to shake it off. You avoid the sickening gaze attack. Okay.
Oof.
But now that was its surprise round. So now everyone can roll me some initiative. Including her. 16, not bad. Okay, so everybody Destiny. Oh, Windfall. Oh, sorry, too soon.
He'll be back. Or she'll be back.
Now, while you
Finally
can...
decide what sex it is when I summon it.
Might change every time you summon it.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm actually going to do is, you can't actually see, except for this narrow crack here at the end. But you definitely heard Stello scream. Velen is the first to react, and she zooms around here. It's the vampire! It's the vampire! Gosh, she casts Chill Touch on the vampire. Rolls a 10. Can't think of a reason for advantage. Sure, it misses. And this nasty, wicked thing. It turns and smiles at Stellos and says something again. Yeah. And then it changes back into a misty form and starts vanishing through some very narrow cracks here. You have a attack of advantage if you like, Stello.
Opportunity attack.
Yep.
Guess I'll just have my staff.
Yeah, sure.
But it turns into mist, so you're swinging at the mist, just goes straight through the mist, then it disappears through some cracks in the ice. There's, we'll go through it. What does Snuggles do?
Snuggles will ready an action to see in case something comes out of there. He was sent to guard the passage.
Okay, Ogun?
I'm going to try to look into the tower.
Okay.
But I only see Ogun, no Stello, so the vampire is gone. I'm going to stand on top of the pillar and crouch down and ready an attack this way.
Okay, so
with
if
my bow.
You see the vampire or some strange mist, you'll shoot it. Stello.
Yeah.
Stella's going to grip his neck or rather a bit and stumble out of there. 5, 10. I found a vampire. It's a gnoll. It's strange. Be on your guard. Gather up and get ready when it appears.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Stella's going to, let's see, ready a guiding bolt to use up his last charge of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Rank 1.
Destiny.
We're still in initiative, okay. I guess she'll prepare by casting Mirror Image. And stepping back a bit.
Okay. Theodore.
Theodore will pull out his bow and ready an action to shoot it, and he'll also move somewhere else. That's it.
So you'll jump around, get ready. Notice this nasty, nasty bite on Stello's neck. You wait 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute. The vampire Noel does not return. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so no one understood what this vampire said.
These tower walls, is it possible to try to climb them?
Yes, but you'll just reach the ceiling of the cave.
Okay, yeah.
It's not appearing again, is it? We should probably not go this way. Unless we all go and try to kill it.
I mean, we have a vampire to the left and a vampire to the right, so...
Not technically correct. Says the professor. The vampire that attacked Stello, I can tell just by the wounds on his neck. That is the vampire itself. The creature to the right of us, that is merely a vampire spawn. A thrall, if you like, of the vampire.
Shall we try to get rid of the spawn first, or go south and see where the shaft leads?
Would killing its lord or master do anything to the spawn?
An excellent point, I must say, but unfortunately that is not the way it works. It will not kill. Killing the master has no effect on the creatures themselves.
How are you feeling, Stello? You got bitten.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm a bit hardy myself, sir. I guess I'll just heal myself up just a little bit. I should be good. I'll just cure wounds myself at rank 3.
Okay. And just a small note, this was a 20-foot drop down here. I'll assume you scaled it down easily enough, but this is a 20-foot drop.
Okay. You guys want to kill the spawn first and then move deeper into the caves?
I mean, we need to be on the lookout for the main vampire, but I guess killing its spawn would prevent him from calling reinforcements when...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Could we maybe attract the vampire spawn into your trap?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I can try to sneak into the area, shoot it with an arrow, and then return past my trap. Maybe it gets stuck.
The only thing is the trap is right now in the same room as the main vampire was.
I can try to move.
It should be
Is it-
okay if we get the spawn to come here. Stop
Okay,
it.
okay.
Kill
I
it.
think I saw something down this room on the move. I'm gonna stay by the wall and try to listen to some. If there's some sounds coming from this area, yeah, it's coming.
It's something.
You don't hear.
I'm,
You don't hear any sound, but you notice this man starts wandering around the cavern that you're in. His fingers are black with frostbite, and his mouth is agape in a silent scream.
Theodore and Destiny prepare already an action to cast cantrips.
yeah, I'm readying my bow against the man.
I'm readying a produce flame just to toss it at him.
I guess Destiny will move back.
That's
Theodore will say,
Right
See,
next
that's
to Stello,
Sorry.
with its mouth agape, stares at Stello, and just stares, not quite focusing on Stello with his mouth wide open.
Stella's going to not move a muscle, just stay completely still.
Stares for another few seconds.
Is he looking at me or through me, like looking for anything?
It's looking at you, but in the same way that sort of some slightly crazy people don't quite make eye contact with you, so it's a little off-putting. So it's like he's focusing just above your eyes. But looking at you, it wanders away. It's the same thing to Ogun. I mean, you can get away from it. It's not moving very fast, Ogun, so if you want
I'm gonna keep some distance as it follows me.
Nope.
And it stops following you, comes over to this pillar and starts looking at the pillar.
Hello. Are you well, Mr. Strange Man?
No response.
How peculiar. The wounds, does he appear like he's some sort of strange creature, like undead, or can I ascertain what's something the guy?
He just appears to be a normal man. He's dressed in robes, but you can tell his face is severely frostbitten. His fingers are severely frostbitten. But apart from that, there's no signs of death. Like, it's not a zombie. It's a perfectly normal man, apart from that he's got this rather sick, like his mouth is almost open too wide as if he's letting out a scream, but no sound is coming. And there's very vacant eyes.
Maybe he's blind, deaf, and mute all at once. I'm gonna follow him and place my hand softly on his shoulder and see how he reacts.
Your hand goes straight through its shoulder.
What? It's a
You see
ghost?
Ogun touch it on the shoulder, and it just passes straight through his shoulder. And then, rather off-puttingly, as you do that, Ogun, it moves straight through you. Just whoosh.
do Destiny and Ogun detect any magic on it? Because we still have detect magic. If we do, I'm not sure. Was it 10 minutes yet?
I say detect magic is still up. No, it's not magical, whatever it is.
Ghost, maybe?
Swings around. Heads north towards where the flame skulls were.
Theodore will just whisper to Professor Orb, do you know what that is?
I have no godly idea. I mean, what we do know is this was a great city of magic. It did have a great fall, both metaphorically and literally. And maybe the dead still haunt these halls, I don't know. And it continues to wander north.
Okay. So, vampire spawn?
I doubt it.
No. I mean, if we continue with the attack on the vampire spawn. By the way, we could attack it from two sides. I mean, some people could go to the other hallway and attack.
Let's not split up in case this gnoll vampire just decides to reappear and
One thing you did notice when you did have Theodora Destiny is this passage over the left here. There's an icy slope that descends down 20 feet as well. Since you've all got these crampons on your boot, courtesy of Theodore, you can go down there safely enough. But there is a very slow, steady descent down there. So you'd be going downhill if you went to the one on the left. Because remember, this was a 20-foot drop here, right? So a 20-foot staircase descending down from there. No problem for Windfall, which is why I didn't mention it at the time, because Windfall flies. So, something to keep in mind.
I think the better choice would be to attract this vampire spawn to this room and then gang up on it. I can't really concentrate with this really scary ghost man thing flying about.
I think we should name the ghost.
Bob.
I like it. He shall now be known as Bob.
Maybe it'll help us. Maybe it's a vampire killed it.
Is it possible to ascertain what reason it has to move about, or its motives, or it's what it's looking for, or anything like?
Yeah, make an insight check if you like.
Let's see.
Yeah, not much to go on. There seems to be no pattern to it. It's not like he's searching for it. I mean, like he wanders over to this wall. Oops. Wanders over to this wall, sees the wall, and says, well, you assume thinks it doesn't go that way. Comes back over here, bounces into the pillar. Comes back over here, seeming to have forgotten that the wall there was in the first place. Bumps into it. And finally kind of works it out and heads here. So there's no rhyme or reason to the way this guy is wandering. It's a man. You don't think a lot of intelligence coming from it, though. It's just wandering aimlessly.
Do we detect any?
Detect any?
Do we detect any magic coming from the walls? Is magic preventing him from entering the wall?
No. The only magical thing in here is this tower. As I said, it's exhibiting all schools of magic. Continues to wander.
Okay, shall we ignore it?
I guess that's... I don't see... I'm not schooled enough in rituals of exorcism or the like, so I don't know how to put this man to rest.
Well, as long as he's no danger to us, we can leave this for later.
I mean, it did pass through Destiny, whoever it was, and it was a slightly off-putting experience, but no damage was done. It's a pass through the body of Destiny. And you said a bear trap here, Ogun?
Yes, I think it's just called a hunting trap.
A hunting trap, okay. And you did that... yeah, okay, cool, got it. And then the thing steps on the trap. Trap doesn't go off.
Well, that's nice. Then I don't have to reset the trap.
Nope.
Owen shrugs to the rest of the party. It's like, maybe is there something we can do with this ghost? If not, maybe we should try to focus on the spawn.
Yeah, let's attract the spawn, kill it. Oops.
Should I move the trap further into the case? Or should I try to, because when it steps, if it steps into the trap, then maybe it will get stuck as well, and then you guys can try. We can shoot at it as it's stuck and kill
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that seems a good tactic.
Okay. I still have dark vision, so I'm going to sneak. And when I see the spawn, I'll probably take a shot at it. If not, it's unless it's filled with a lot of other spawn. So I'm going to try to sneak into these caves.
Hey, make me a stealth check then. You are within Stello's range, so add a 10 to this. Whoa, 34. Nice. Okay, so you sneak in.
So, and I peek around the corner. I don't seem to see anything.
That's correct. Well, you see what your token sees, so that's what you see.
And I return to the rest of the people and shrugs. And I'm like, it's gone?
Huh. I've heard some commotion, and were there any other exits other than the one up the slope?
It looks like it's maybe some kind of cave down south. I'm gonna stay behind these rocks here. I don't know if they're big enough.
Yep.
If he's not there, would you maybe move the trap towards the tower? If the larger vampire comes from there?
Yeah, I can do
Hopefully
that.
not.
It looks like there's another tunnel leading down further into the caves. But there's also a room this way. It might be connected together.
Yeah, we could probably try to head down one of these.
In the meantime, Theodore observes the ceiling just in case the mist shows up again. Or the vampire moves.
Make your perception check. You look around looking for the telltale signs of a sentient mist, but you don't find it.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on the ceiling and the tower while the others search around.
Do you guys want to go through the tower, or do you want to go south?
The tower means facing the vampire, perhaps, but I think we should head south.
Is this way some kind of stairs as well?
Yes. The stairs are going down, and only about 10 feet. And Theodora has equipped everybody with like little bolts on the soles of your boots, so you can go down easily enough without risking falling down.
How much longer do we have detect magic on? Because about 30 seconds before it goes away, if we're still in this room, I want to try something.
Detect magic is how long?
10 minutes.
It's about to expire, say.
Okay, then Destiny will sneak over to the wall of the tower and cast Shocking Grasp on the wall. And while Detect Magic is on, see if the tower reacts, because it's emitting all the 8 schools of magic to see if the evocation school does anything or disappears.
Okay, so you reach out with evocation. You touching the tower?
Yes.
You don't notice any difference to yourself. You don't notice any change in the magic on the tower.
Okay, it was worth a try. And she'll rejoin the others. Okay, so are we going down the hallway, or are we just waiting for the vampire to reappear?
If you guys are vampires classified as undead?
Yes, I think so.
If you guys want to, I can try to sense them in this. It doesn't really matter because I can't pinpoint the creature's location or the numbers.
But we'll know how far away they are, right?
No, not the location or the numbers. I can track celestials, aberrations, dragons, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead within a mile of my location.
Oh, within a mile. So if anything pings, we will have it. It could be a mile away or right next
Yeah.
door.
Can you
So
bring up
it doesn't really.
Can you bring up the description for that ability, please, Ogun?
Yeah, sure. Primal awareness.
Okay. Use action. Sense whether the following types of creature. Okay. Are you, in fact, using primeval awareness?
Are you guys curious about any of these kind of creatures in this dungeon?
I mean, we already know the undead are here. I
Yeah,
don't think it will help much.
maybe celestials if that's some kind of gods or something.
If you wish, or maybe just save the spell slot. Probably
Yeah.
more useful for something else.
Yeah, I can save it.
Okay. Should we take the southeastern tunnel or the southwestern? You said the southwestern continues southwest in another
Yeah,
tunnel.
there's another tunnel leading further down into the tunnel. It looks like it might connect with. Ogun points to this tunnel and says there. It looks like it's a big room down there, so it might connect with that area.
I'll give you this one for free. This tunnel that you saw over here is a dead end. Goes for a short
Okay.
distance and it's a dead end, which you would have seen from there. So this way is a dead
Yeah.
end. So
I can. Okay, yeah, I see. It looks like it's not a dead end on my screen because I didn't see the
Okay.
end of it.
Okay.
Or maybe should we go back north and search those tunnels for the vampire spawn? Because it didn't pass us, and if that tunnel is a dead end, it couldn't have gone anywhere else.
Yeah. We can try to finish it off so it won't ambush us.
Yeah, we
along
could
with
try
its
that.
monster.
Yeah, we just have to climb the 20-foot wall and I guess find it then.
easy enough to climb the wall if you take your time.
Sure.
I can even help anyone that struggles to try to get up.
Okay, easy enough to do. Coordinate, so you can get up that slope easy enough.
I'm going to leave my trap at this point, location, in case the spawn, for some reason, decides to go through that location.
Where are you putting it?
Yeah, it's still down here.
Under the ledge?
No, at the cross point where it was earlier.
Did you guys hear that?
No, I don't think so. What did you hear?
There's a voice in my head calling my name. It's strange.
I didn't hear anything.
Me neither.
Maybe the vampire is playing with your mind.
Be on our guard. Like this.
Ogun, can you just ping where you left the trap so we can mark it? Because
Yeah, it's down there.
oh, way down there. Okay. So
Yeah, in case the spawn goes around again.
Okay, cool.
How would I use the trap icon?
Actually, I'll give you control over this little control by. So this little symbol here will say as a trap, and you should be able to drag that around Ogun and place it wherever you like.
Yeah, I can do that now.
So this is where Hunter's Trap is right there. It doesn't look very trap-like, but that's the closest I could find. So you just drag that around if you want to reset your trap.
Okay, nice. Is there any way for me to spawn it whenever I place a new trap on another map?
You could do a Control-C and then a Control-V would do it, or you could just drag it around a long way.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna leave Snuggles on top of this cliff just to let us know if anything appears, either a creature or a mist. Okay, let's search the halls.
I'll stealth up into the northern tunnel.
Okay, I'll go after him and Destiny as well, and we'll just have our actions ready to fire off some spells or bows.
Okay.
Ogun, do you have advantage on stealth?
No.
Then you can reroll the one with Destiny's thing.
Okay, nice. Yeah, much better.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You think?
This place looks really empty. Yeah, I'm gonna go down again. There's nothing up here.
Okay. Do you see any mist, or it's just empty?
No mist.
Nothing.
Okay. We'll follow you again.
Looks empty as well.
Do you think that vampire went out?
Might just disappeared as the other vampire, as a mist through the ice.
Could be.
I mean, it did disappear into small cracks into the ice over by this magical tower. Nothing nearly big enough for you guys to go, and even Destiny is far too big for Destiny. It's a small crack, and the mist just disappeared into it.
I think we should just head down further into the caves, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, Bit's waiting here.
Yeah. And
We'll
I'm
wait
gonna collect my trap as well.
Okay. So just leave it there for now and just drag it
Yeah.
if you want to replace it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, Ogun, you peer down into this area to the south, and it's hard to miss, but the top of a partially showered tower rests in the middle of this 30-foot high cabin. Once again, long icicles hang from the ceiling above the toppled spire. That's what you see from there.
I tell others that it looks like it's an kind of old tower as well. Maybe you should send your bird to do some scouting.
Too soon.
Well, Windfall's gone for now. I can bring it back, but it'll take a while.
Okay. I can go in the front if you guys want to. Try to do it as stealthily as possible.
I would send Snuggles ahead, but he's not stealthy, so maybe... Yeah, and Theodore will give him guidance when he stealths.
Let's go as a group.
Is it 1d4?
Yes.
So that would be 25. Or 26. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong things. That would be 21 for Ogun, 15 for Stello. Okay, so Ogun's sneaking down.
and I'm gonna look around the corner.
Yeah, you're very
I look at the
You're very
I look at the
thankful
rest
for
of my party. And,
Sorry, I was going to say you're very thankful that the spikes are on your feet, otherwise you might be
yeah.
slipping down into this thing. So very useful. Yep.
I just look at the rest of my party and shake my head as I keep moving further down. I don't seem to see anything.
Nope.
About-
Just this obviously partially shattered tower.
Wow.
And
Be aware. Look
you
him
see
at the
a
ceiling.
15-foot diameter hole in the floor over here.
It looks safe as of now, at least.
If you don't see any snarling vampires or gnolls or anything like that.
Do we see any?
Can everybody make
ice?
me a nature check? Let's do the nature check first. So make a nature check, everybody. So I'm going to say Stello, since this is kind of on point for Stello anyway with the 21. You have a look at this hole in the ground. And what's interesting about this hole is that it seems to be pretty perfectly carved. Like it's just a curved cylinder going straight down. The sides are incredibly smooth. And you look at the ice on the outside of this, and it's almost slightly melted, which gives us this glistening type thing. If you wanted to go down there, it would be very difficult because there's no handholds whatsoever, and it's covered in a thick layer of ice. And you go back to your studying in your Goliath tribe, and you've heard legends of creatures like this that can burrow through there, and they're very powerful, and they're very dangerous. Some of your tribes have come across these creatures and were just demolished by them. And you remember these things as giant snake-like creatures called a remoraz. Almost like a centipede, many legs, and it burns like fire. And some of your Goliath compatriots come back and it told stories of this thing just decimating entire hunting party and literally swallowing some of them whole.
Way. Relate some of that information to the others, and if there's a Remoras inside, it's a tough fight. Really tough fight.
Theodore will look at Wayland and say, "So, any bright ideas?"
Well, the only way forward, of course, is for the Remoraz. No. It is a creature that emanates heat, according to Stello. Suggest we don't fireball the thing. And that's all I have. There's a tower here. We could investigate this tower, I guess.
Do I know if Remoras have like bullets, tremor sense that they can sense movements?
Let's see. With your 21, you do know. And they have dark vision, tremor sense as well. Because you're the hunting party, they look at it while it's walking across the ice, and it just erupted out from underneath them. So
Let's move really carefully and sense our movements if it's still there. But, let's check out that tower. Might be something in it.
Well, someone with soft feet should go.
Will we see if the tower's magic as well?
it's not magic.
Do you guys want me to climb it or something? I'm pretty heavy though.
Should be okay, so as long as you don't move about too much on the ice and the floor. If you step onto this, it should be okay, I think.
Should I help with investigating it?
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
Looking from the outside, there's nothing of note. If you want to investigate the tower from the inside, you either have to go through this opening or the top of the tower, or walk through the base of the tower this way.
I'll do that. I'll guide myself before I start going in, and I'll stealth inside.
And you're going through this opening at the top?
Which opening? Is
So
it here?
you can either climb in through the window here, or go through the base of the tower, which is over here.
Which is closer?
This window here, but you'd have to climb on top of the tower to get access through this window.
How high up is it?
About 30 feet.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I
that's a
don't think
lot.
I was pinging. I think I was pinging on the wrong level. Sorry. So there's a window here, which you can climb on top of the tower and get inside that way. You have to climb onto the tower to get there. Or you can just walk through the base of the tower over here.
I mean, base of the tower sounds safer, but
Maybe we should.
the less we walk around here, the better, probably.
Maybe we should see around the corner in case there's something mischievous on the other end.
Sure, you keep an eye out there, and I guess I'll search the tower in the meantime.
Let's climb up on these rocks. Not disturb the floor too much.
Okay. Well, let's do Ogun first. So Ogun, want to...
Roll what?
Sorry, did you want to look around up here?
Yeah.
Okay, well, look around up there.
Roll?
No, just move your token is what I mean.
Yeah, I can see this way. I can see the tunnel.
Yep, so stairs go up here, and I'll let you judge
Yeah,
what you like from that. And Theodore...
Yeah, I'm...
Okay, so Theodore, you go into the tower itself. So feel free to move inside of the tower, and then make your investigation check.
Oh, could Destiny come with me?
If Destiny wants.
Because
She can answer.
we're both small.
Sure.
And I'll assist her, and I'll have and guide her. Just
Okay. So the guidance and the advantage is a 24. You look around kind of the interior of this tower, and there's just shattered furniture, just absolute wreck. But further up here, in the attic, you do find a wooden chest with a sliding bolt on it, and the sliding bolt is held fast by some frost.
Could you repeat the last sentence? Sorry.
So there's a chest with a sliding bolt in the front of it, holding it closed. And across the latch is just covered in frost. So you imagine if you pulled the lever, it just wouldn't work because it's just frosted on too much.
Okay. Can we check for traps before we try to open it?
Sure.
Same thing. Advantage guidance.
Sure. It is not trapped, but it's stuck fast with this frost.
Destiny will use prestidigitation to warm up the ice and melt it.
Okay. Melts away harmlessly into a puddle.
And we open it.
Okay, you open it up, and there, you see there was lots and lots of potions in this chest. Most of them are smashed, but you do find 2 potions in there. And you recognize them as potions of healing, but better yet, you recognize them as an extra special type of potion of healing. These are in fact potions of superior healing, and they will restore 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Whew. Okay.
There's
I'll
two of them.
Yeah, Theodore will take one and give one to Destiny. And is there anything else to search in the tower?
That's all you find.
Then we'll return and join the others. Tell them about the potions we found and if they noticed anything outside in the meantime.
They're keeping a careful watch. No vampire spawns. Nothing at all. And you actually even listen at this big hole in the ground. Nothing.
What time of day is it at the moment?
It's a good question. It's getting towards... no, you've got about another 4 hours of daylight, quote unquote. So outside the sun would set in about 4 hours.
Shall we continue exploring the caves? See what's in the eastern part?
It should go back up to the tower, I think. Let's be on extra guard against that vampire.
Okay. Theodore will keep an eye on the ceiling. Destiny will just keep an eye out.
Okay. And you watch, there's... ice methods, when they're not moving, are pretty much indistinguishable from icicles. They can take on that appearance. But nothing's fallen from there, nothing's attacking you, no icicles are falling. So it appears to be just icicles. And the room to the north is just full of rubble, just on the other side of this
Just
tower.
keep waiting for something to jump at us. Okay, not much of the cave left, I guess. Just east and north. Shall we take the northern passage? Seems like there's something there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Carefully, silently. Shall we send Snuggles in first? Although he's not the most stealthy one again.
I can try to stealth instead, maybe.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance before you go in. You can add D4 to that.
Yeah, nice. 20,
30.
30 with
Yep.
Nice. I'm gonna...
So sneak up in there. You don't notice any creatures as you approach, but you do notice a flat, slightly sloped slab of stone that rests in the center of this 20-foot high cave. One side is rough, as if the slab has been torn from a large structure. The slab is 8 feet long, 4 foot wide, 4 foot high, and is covered in frost.
Is it like a sarcophagus?
Nope, just like a slab of stone.
With a cover.
And something Destiny notices is there's some type of writing on top of here. And she recognizes it as draconic, but she can't quite make it out because it's so covered in frost.
Maybe try to heat it away.
Yeah, Destiny will try to de-ice it with prestidigitation, and if it goes too slow, Theodore will help with one of her magical tinkerings with a lighter or like a small flamethrower.
Eventually, it takes a couple of minutes, but eventually the ice vanishes, and Destiny reads what it says. And it says, "Take the free self-guided tour of Yithrin. Press the eye to cast the spell." And you see, once you scrape away the frost, you see that message, and there's an eye there as well. And it said, "Take the free self-guided tour of Yithrin. Press the eye to cast the spell."
Destiny presses her own eye, closes it first. And Theodore just laughs. I'll translate for the others and asks if we should do it. And by the way, Snuggles is guarding the approach to this room.
As we passed this tunnel, I managed to glimpse at something in this tunnel to the right. Looks like some kind of statue.
Okay, I'll give you a description of that in just a second. In fact, I can do better than that. I can show you a picture. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This was you guys going into the waterfall. It's kind of cool.
Mm.
I can't find this handout. I'll do it this way. So if you go to Discord, that is what you see in that room. It is a line. It's an enormous head made of iron, and its eyes are slightly aglow.
In case the others didn't see the head as well, I informed them that there was some kind of thing looking like a head in this other section.
And its eyes are glowing, so...
Yeah.
It didn't react to you, though. It didn't attack you. You'd imagine with the line of sight, it could have seen you, like, walking through this area. But no reaction. And
maybe this is...
Villain says, "Oh, pray tell, Theodore, don't tell me again you're going to be pressing buttons just to see what they do again."
You could press the button though, Villain.
You know what they say? Curiosity killed the gnome.
Well,
I'll give myself guidance and press the eye.
Velen just shakes her head. But this comes in you. I'm just going to put a little concentration thing on you. And this eye appears here. The eye is only visible to you. You made it. Do you guys see that eye? No one else sees this eye except for you.
Okay.
And you close your eyes for a second, and you can see through this thing. So you open your eyes, and you see it looking back at you.
Can I try to move it with my mind?
Second. I don't know. See if you can move it, Theodore.
Yes. I take a look at myself and wink at myself. I'll go explore the cave that we haven't been in yet, I guess.
Okay, so that is, as I described before, golem head with glowing eyes. Yep.
And I'll continue into the hallway to the east. Is there any commentary, or is just...
Nope, no commentary. And in here, once again, nothing reacts to you. In here, you see these shadowy creatures just hovering around, not doing very much. They look like this, except for as yet not strangling anybody. They're just floating around. They're not taking any notice of you whatsoever, or any notice of this eye. But Theodore, you're functionally blind at the moment. You see through this. You can choose to look through your own eyes or through this eye.
Okay. Can I talk while I'm looking through this eye?
You can give a commentary if you like.
I'll tell the others. Yeah. Well, the eye went east of that frozen mask, and there's like 5 shadowy creatures in there. I'm continuing further in, and there's just a lot of them. I see 4, 10, 11 of them at least.
Oh wow!
And there's more. There's at least a dozen of them. Some shadowy creatures that they don't seem to notice the eye. I can see all around, but
Nope. If you remember, your
Okay.
companions could not see the eye. Only you could see the eye, so you're pretty sure that it's invisible.
yeah, I'm looking through the. I'm continuing into the next room, further south, and then south.
Okay, so yeah, you do see this creature here. It's, let me see, what does it look like? It's kind of half of it's smoky, half of it's not. It's got these long, horrible claws and these glowing eyes. And once again, it's just kind of going back and forth. That's what you see.
It's similar to the ghost that ignored us earlier, or
The ghost appeared to be
an
human,
actual-
like
Yeah.
an actual human. Just from the frostbite was the most unusual thing about it. This thing is like half smoke.
okay. So
Probably
next
undead.
problem. Yeah, next problem is some large. Well, not large. It's still medium size, right?
Yeah.
It's like a humanoid, half shadow, half something. Kind of scary. I mean, if we continue down these paths and explore the caves, I'm afraid we'll need more firepower.
We got more fireballs, Destiny.
A couple, yeah. But it might be useful to use them for other stuff, like slow, which I usually use.
Make me a perception check, Theodore. Okay, thank you. And these creatures you see in here are much like the vampire spawn you saw before. Oh, here's a picture of them. I think I showed you that. That's what they look like.
Not so cute, kobolds.
Okay, as you can see, they're very thin, very long canines, and glowing eyes.
There's a.
You
Yeah,
don't
go ahead.
hear anything because you only see it, but you see the mouths of these things going back and forth. They're obviously talking to each other, and you think maybe if they're kobolds, they might be barking at each other, yelling. So the scene's a bit chaos, but they only seem interested in kind of, attacking each other, biting, not drawing blood or anything, but they're just fighting and arguing. You don't know what they're saying, rather, because you can only see them. But you definitely can't hear them.
Okay. There's about a half a dozen of those vampire spawns further east. So, anybody ready to quit and go back to Neverwinter?
Oh, wait, in here, you see dozens of very small, misshapen ice sculptures.
The size of a mephit.
A bit bigger than that.
Okay. There's also. Can I approach and take a closer look at one of them?
Sure, make a
And-
perception check.
What the hell?
Yeah, the ice sculptures. I mean, and you've seen ice sculptures come to life before, but you don't know. You don't know.
Okay, I'll return south and continue further south. This must be so interesting for the others because I'm the only one who can see it. But it'll be helpful later. I mean, we already know there's like a dozen shadowy creatures waiting for us. One scarier shadow creature and a half a dozen of kobold vampire spawns.
Hey, just stay there for a sec if you don't mind. Just got to lost one of my there we go. So you see, you see, there's lots of skulls and bones and all sorts of messy things like bits and pieces of creatures in there. And there's a dozen human skulls piled around a pillar of ice, right about here.
In any particular pattern or just random?
Wait, sorry. No, that's I'm reading the wrong word. It's dashing around so much. So, forget what I said, but this 30-foot high cave, the floor is slippery and slightly concave, and as you see, there's lots of bones around.
Okay, I'll continue further. Now what's this scary creature? Oh, that's the vampire.
This is the vampire.
I found the vampire. It's way far away to the east. I'll get within 5 feet of it just to see if it notices the eye.
It does not.
Okay. Well, we know approximately where it, well, we know where it is now. We don't know if it'll be moving anywhere.
We can still speak together even though you're in the eye.
Yeah,
I just can't see.
Inside of this room, entombed in the icy floor of this 20-foot high cabin, is a frozen, well-preserved corpse of a frost giant. Scratch marks in the eye suggest a half-hearted attempt to excavate the remains.
It's a
frozen frost giant, encased in ice, and it looks like there's some scratches about somebody trying to maybe free the ice giant, but their attempts seem to have not worked.
There's no that thing's going to come alive.
I will go back and check the southern hallway.
Okay, in here. Yeah, this is where the dozen humanoid skulls are piled around a pillar of ice. And a large cavity has opened in the pillar as something had burst out of it. So skulls around here, a hole in the side of this pillar of ice suggesting that something left.
Okay, I'll go back and I'll check on the vampire on the way back to see if it's still there.
You get there just in time to see it disappear into the mist and slink away to the south. To the north, sorry. It disappears through this wall here.
It turned into a mist again and disappeared into the wall. So be on the lookout. And I'll go past the vampire spawns into the western hallway. Oh wait, there's a little nuke still here. Oh,
hey, hold up there for a second,
just
Theodore.
Yep.
I'm going to switch back to these other ones. So as all you people are waiting, Destiny, you notice on Theodore, you don't notice anything. Ogun, Stello, and Velen, you all notice this. Is that Destiny's flesh turns black as night, as does Theodore, Ogun, Stello, and Velen. So all your skin goes this deep, deathly black. And worse yet, from your face, these little worms start emerging and crawling all over your faces. You see it on everybody, and everybody sees it on you. What do you do?
Undispel Theodore, something's going on.
I'd like to try to pick a worm from Stello and try to eat it.
Okay, you reach out and grab the worm. Your fingers pass right through the worm.
That doesn't seem right.
And then you see the worm started coming out of their eyes, out of their noses, out of their mouths. See that on everybody. Velen, Ogun, everybody.
Destiny closes her eyes and just wishes it away.
Okay. You close your eyes. I mean, you don't feel anything on your face. But you open your eyes quickly, peek down, and you see the worms coming out of your eyes, and your mouth, and your nose. But when you close it, you don't feel anything crawling on your skin.
If you close your eyes, they go away. But
Okay.
we'll be in danger because we won't see what's happening.
You see everybody else sees Destiny close her eyes. The worms are still on her face.
Can I try to pick a worm from Destiny's face?
Your fingers pass right through the worm.
This seems like some kind of illusion, maybe? What about the worms on my own skin?
Same thing. You reach for them, try to scratch them off. Your fingers pass straight through them.
Destiny will kneel down and start casting Detect Magic as a ritual. She should have time, I guess, while Theodore explores.
Okay, she does take 10 minutes to cast it. And she sees that these are very obviously illusions. Completely harmless.
She'll tell the others.
So off-putting, but harmless.
I'll move the eye back to the vampire spawns and ask, have the illusions gone away? I want to see if the eye triggered the illusion.
So what are you doing with the eye, sorry? Or
I backed it up away from the cave I was going into.
no effect on the worms.
Okay, then are we scouting with the eye, or are we still in the cave with
So
the
after
others?
about 10, 15 minutes, the worms on your face disappear. So off-putting, don't like it. Even Villain looks a little bit shaken. But no actual effects. So let's switch back to the eye.
Okay,
Where's the
then
eye?
I'll continue. I'll continue to the larger cave that I just encountered. Or
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's lots of snow in this cave, about a dozen mounds of snow. That's about it.
there's like almost 2/3 of the map still unrevealed for the rest of the. It's huge.
And the eye traveled down the tunnel as well, created by the worm.
Not yet.
Oh, we could do that. Cool. I'm not sure if I exited the map or this is the end of it.
That's the
Where's-
end of it. I'm just going to stop you walking through walls. There we go. You can't do that again. So there we go.
Then I'll return. There was another passage over here. Just never ends.
Oops. Yep, just a snowy passage. Nothing. Just ends in a cave. Nothing of note in there.
Okay, then the southern passage.
And this way, there's a bunch of piles of snow. A bit more than other areas, but that's about it.
I think I explored all of the eastern part. Okay, I'll move it. Oh yeah, and now I can't pass the wall. I'll just move it like this. And back to vampire spawns. And where's the next part that I haven't searched yet?
Down through here.
Yeah, and up here.
Okay, so up there. So this 20-foot high cavern tapers to a dead end. A dozen human skeletons sheathed in frost lie on this uneven floor, but their skulls appear to be missing.
More human
okay.
skulls.
the other part of the puzzle. Sorry, I'm just typing some stuff on the map. Okay, then I'll go to the south. I think this is one of the last passages that I haven't discovered yet.
Mm-hmm. So?
And there's another hole by the Ramoras.
Yeah, very similar to the other one. You could travel down that hole if you wanted to.
I'll just check the southern passage first. I see that it continues. How big is this map? Oh my god. It just goes on and on.
So
I thought I discovered most of it. And you should see what I see.
So in this one, a flat sheet of cloudy ice forms one wall of this 40-high cavern. Something dark and humongous shift behind this wall, its tentacles waving unimpeded.
Does it look like Ramoras? If I know what it looks like?
It's otherworldly. You haven't seen anything by this before. The closest approximation would be an octopus, but it's definitely not an octopus. But it does have these long tentacles, this weird bulbous head. But it is behind this stone here, a wall of ice rather.
Yeah. Can I make any kind of check to see if I recognize it, or I've heard of it?
Sure.
What kind? History, Arcana?
Oh, definitely Arcana. You don't recognize it even with a natural 20. We haven't read about it. You know it is otherworldly though. It's not native to this plane. And I'm going to say with a 28 you think that this in fact is on another plane. And breaking this wall of ice would release it.
Okay. Nobody break the wall of ice with the tentacles behind it. Not even Theodore. Mark it.
This
okay.
room is every surface of this room is polished to a mirror type finish. So you think if you'd stand here as an actual non-invisible thing, you'd see reflections upon reflections upon reflections of yourself.
Is it like a mirror on the bottom and at the top? So it's just like an infinite mirror?
Every surface. West wall, east wall, ceiling, floor. You think if you'd walk through here, not being invisible would be a very disorientating experience.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll continue further for as long as I can.
Okay, this 15-foot high U-shaped cavern appears to be empty at first glance, but a sudden tapping draws your attention to the west wall, within which is trapped a dark-robed figure with a golden visage. It's kind of half encased in the ice here.
Does it look like the mummy we befriended in the Elven Ruins?
Please remember your mummy's name. I'm hurt.
What was the mummy's name?
I can't actually remember myself, but the mummy's...
Sanar.
Yeah.
There you go, Sanar. Yes, it does. It looks like this.
He died some 20 sessions ago.
Yeah. He was really powerful and never did much.
Yeah, the only difference from the art is it's wearing a tattered black clothes and is wearing a golden face mask. And you see it pathetically trying to break free from this icy prison, but is making zero progress.
Okay, so if I zoom out the map, we may have discovered maybe a quarter of it right now.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, as a group, I can see about maybe twice as much as you can, and
Okay,
it
yeah.
still continues. It's not over. Okay, I'll continue south. See what's there.
Okay.
We
So,
should have all pressed the eye.
a grove of frost-covered trees fill this 15-foot high cavern. And strangely enough, the floor is both a mixture of earth and ice. And by some magic miracle, or a miracle, the trees are alive. The canopy is thick with frosty leaves. Their branches bearing purple pears that hang like ornaments. And a low wall, broken in several pieces, threads its way throughout the grove, which is surrounded by a bunch of exits. And this is what the fruit looks like.
Purple pear. A normal pear that was left out too long.
Yep, well, it looks healthy. It's not rotten.
Okay, I will go around this room just to check where all the passages are. You guys
Okay.
might want to get a coffee. It'll take a while. Or a couple of coffees. Okay, I'll go northwest. This just ends, or I guess.
No. It's a tunnel. It ends in a tunnel. Do you want to pop up through the tunnel? This is obviously made by a Remoraz. Do you want to pop up through the tunnel?
I mean, there's so much else to discover. I'm not sure if I want to break off now. No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll go back and just go discover the eastern room, I guess.
Okay. Icy caves. Nothing much of note in there.
Okay, then I'll return north and check out the things. Oh, there's still a southern. This is a maze of stuff. Okay. I will go. I'm totally stuck now. No, I'm not. Back over here to the north because I left one passage unexplored. You guys tell me when you get bored, so I'll stop.
it's okay.
But this complex is huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something in this room. On the floor of the middle of this 15-foot high cave is an 8-foot cube of small, grayish green stone that is free of frost.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it here. I'll go to this room, which is probably the end of this hallway. And I'll go further south, because, like, there's lots more there. Told you to get coffees. Oh, I'm coming to the edge of the map. Yay. Oh, the eye disappeared. What did I do?
Nothing. You,
The eye disappeared. The tour's over.
seemed as if you went through that extreme southern passage. It blinked out of existence at that point.
And I'm back to the with the group. Not blinded, hopefully.
To reality.
Looks like, by the sounds of it, this is going to take a while.
Yes. Get comfy, because I haven't even explored all of it yet, and it's already huge.
Do we have
dangerous
enough
stuff.
food?
I mean, I saw the vampires, some vampire spawns, some shadowy creatures, and there was like a dozen of those, and half a dozen of vampire spawns, a mummy, another larger shadowy creature. I kind of want to get out of here and not do this. This is a bit much.
We should be okay. We just need to pace ourselves and take some breaks with Destiny's flashy little pink magic hut, and I think we should be good. I've got some good berries whenever we are in need of nourishment, so...
That's good. So we have enough foods for our travels. How are good berries with water?
It says it's nourishment. I think we have Theodore has his alchemy jug if we need some.
Yeah, we have an alchemy jug. We got drinks covered.
Perfect.
Yeah. So the vampire, when I saw it, it was pretty far to the east, but it just turned into mist and disappeared again. So it can travel pretty quickly all over the place. And there's quite a few helpers that he has scattered around.
What do you think would be the best course of action to dispatch these monsters?
I mean, apart from the Ramora's hold in the southern cavern, this passage to the east, this one, is the only one that goes further into the cave. So if we block off this, at least nothing can go past us unless they have hidden alcoves and like nooks and crannies that the vampire uses as when he's turned into mist. But as far as the western part of the cave is concerned, we've discovered all of it, and this is, like I said, this is the only passage that leads to the rest of it.
I'm not sure if we should stay inside this room. This illusion is kind of off-putting.
Would anybody else like to use the eye? Maybe it still works for someone else.
It's not right now. I trust your visions.
And by the way, the scariest thing here is some creature from another plane behind an ice wall. Actually, when I checked it out, I think it was a passage to the other plane. We shouldn't touch that wall. I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, but it's absolutely huge.
I'm still curious about this tower that we met the vampire in. What's on the inside of the tower?
I mean, we can go check it out now.
If we meet a vampire, maybe we can kill it. Maybe it's more than just one vampire.
Maybe Destiny can put up the dome and we just wait for it to show up safe in it. Or we can also go check out that mask in the ice that you saw in the next cave to the east.
If it is a golem head and it's a body underneath it, I don't I'm not sure how we're going to handle it.
Well, we have to go past it eventually.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the only passage further east. Unless we want to climb down the Ramirez tunnel, but maybe not.
I think I'll take my chance on the golem instead.
Yeah. Okay, so unless anybody else wants to take the tour, shall we go check out the golem mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try our best.
And I'll send Snuggles ahead. By the way, I can't. Snuggles doesn't have any vision for me.
What should he have? Dark vision?
60 feet dark. Yeah, the 60 feet dark vision.
There you go.
Okay. So I guess we'll send him in. Professor Orb is already in there.
Yeah, so lying on its side in the middle of this 20-foot high cavern, there is an enormous head made of stone. Its eyes aglow with a golden light.
Does Detect Magic reveal anything? The Destiny cast earlier?
No.
Doesn't seem to emanate any magic, but
Nope. Does have these
golem.
glowing eyes.
As far as I know, golems are pretty resistant to magic or just immune to it. Anybody want to poke it?
It's made of metal, right?
Can Destiny do an investigation on it just to see if she discovers any details that we missed from afar?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Theodore will help again.
Team Supreme. Yeah, it's a bit of a golem. So you don't notice anything unusual about it. Obviously was attached to the rest of the golem body, but it's just a golem's head with his glowing eyes.
Okay, so do we go back and see what the tower is about, or further east and get into trouble?
Well, do the golem respond to the movement we make past it?
Nope, eyes continue to glow.
Do you guys want to touch it?
Seems to be of no danger. Stell's just, whack it in its eye with a stick. Like an old man. Ah!
Wang!
well.
Seems it's dead or out of function.
The part where the neck of the golem, is it covered into the snow, into the ground, or do you see that it's incapacitated from the body?
You see that it's decapitated. You see some odd wiring and stuff at the base of it. Almost like metal blood vessel, something like that.
Theodore, can you do anything about with these wires? Maybe there's some kind of memory of the golem has possession of, or something like that.
I can try. Can Theodore make like an investigation or a Arcana check or whatever to see what he can do with that, or like tinkering tools?
Make me a tinkering's tool check.
Can I guide myself?
You can. You tinker around, try and get some sort of response from the creature, but it remains inert, apart from these glowing eyes.
Okay. I couldn't figure out anything, sorry. Just isn't reacting to anything.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, would be nice if he could at least talk. Tell
Yeah.
us stuff.
As you say that, its eyes shut off for a second, and then come back on and start glowing again.
Oh.
Theodore will say, "Oh, wise and powerful golem, would you speak with us, please?"
The eyes blink twice.
Oh, it's reacting. Like, maybe blink twice for yes, blink once for no? Does it blink?
What question did you ask it?
If it's... yeah, it wasn't a question. I'll just test him. Is 1 + 1 3?
Is 1 + 1 3 or 1 blink?
Is 1 + 1 2?
2 blinks.
There we go. Well,
Let's go.
yeah, go ahead and ask him questions.
As you ponder exactly what you need to ask this question, the golem stands up and says, I need to collect my kids from summer camp, so we're going to have to end it here. And then the golem claps back into the ground. So yes, but I need to collect my kids from summer camp, but we'll pick this up next week, okay?
Yeah, nice.
Yep, sure. Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Good
Okay.
night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
See